if I told you that the most iconic portrayal of the Joker came at the highest cost, one that would haunt Hollywood forever? Heath Ledger's transformation into the dark and disturbed character is considered one of the greatest performances in cinematic history, but what many don't know is that it may have played a role in his untimely death. In this video, we're diving into the real, untold story behind Heath Ledger's life, his legendary role as the Joker, and the heartbreaking events that led to his tragic passing. What exactly was the dark truth that haunted him? How did playing this unforgettable character affect him? And how did it all lead to the devastating day we lost one of Hollywood's brightest stars? Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets of Heath Ledger's journey, from his rise to fame to the tragic toll it ultimately took. This is a story you won't want to miss. Heathcliff Andrew Ledger was born on April 4, 1979, in Perth, Australia. From a young age, it was clear that Heath was no ordinary child. His mother, Sally, was a French teacher, and his father, Kim, was a race car driver and mining engineer. Heath's love for performing emerged early on, and by the age of 10, he was already on stage in local theater productions. His natural talent and passion for acting were undeniable, and by his teenage years, he knew his destiny lay in entertainment. Heath's first major break came at 17, when he landed a role in the Australian television series Roar. Although the show wasn't a massive hit, it gave him the exposure he needed, and soon Hollywood came calling. He packed his bags and set his sights on the United States, leaving behind his small-town life for a shot at stardom. It didn't take long for Hollywood to recognize Ledger's potential. His first taste of international fame came with the teen romantic comedy 10 Things I Hate About You, where he played the rebellious Patrick Verona. His charisma and undeniable on-screen presence turned him into a teen heartthrob overnight. The film was a huge success, and Heath was suddenly thrust into the limelight. But unlike many young actors caught in the whirlwind of early fame, Heath was different. He wasn't content with being just another pretty face in Hollywood. He yearned for deeper, more challenging roles. He once said, "I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing teen movies. I want to be taken seriously." And he would soon prove that he was much more than just a pretty face. It was in 2005 that he took the biggest risk of his career, starring in Brokeback Mountain. The film showcased Ledger's range as he portrayed a cowboy in a complex, groundbreaking love story, solidifying his legacy. Ledger's performance was raw, vulnerable, and utterly captivating. He brought a depth to the role that left audiences heartbroken, and critics hailed it as a career-defining moment. The film earned 8 Academy Award nominations, including 1 for Best Actor for Ledger. Reflecting on the role, Ledger said, "It was the most challenging role I've ever played, and it stayed with me long after we finished filming. It's something I'll carry with me forever." Brokeback Mountain wasn't just a film, it was a turning point in Heath's career. In 2007, Ledger was cast as the Joker in The Dark Knight, a role that would become both his crowning achievement and his greatest personal tragedy. What most people don't know is that Ledger's approach to the role was so intense that it consumed him. He locked himself away for weeks, staying in character, reading comic books, and keeping a journal to explore the Joker's twisted psyche. "I wanted to find a voice and a laugh that were iconic," Ledger said, and iconic it became. Ledger's dedication paid off with a transformative performance that stunned the world. His Joker was chaotic, terrifying, and magnetic. Unpredictable, yet captivating. When The Dark Knight hit theaters, his portrayal was hailed as a masterpiece, cementing his Joker as one of the greatest villain performances in cinematic history. But with the incredible highs of this role came dark personal struggles for Ledger. Immersing himself in such a deeply unsettling character took a toll on his mental health. Heath reportedly struggled with insomnia and anxiety, often finding it difficult to turn off after filming. In interviews, he stated, "Last week, I probably slept an average of 2 hours a night. I couldn't stop thinking. My body was exhausted, and my mind was still going." At one point, he revealed that he had taken 2 Ambien pills, after taking just 1 had not sufficed, and those left him in a stupor, only to wake up an hour later, his mind still racing. Ledger had a history of struggling with substance abuse. In a 2006 video, he admitted to smoking 5 joints a day for 20 years. This reportedly led his former partner, Michelle Williams, to ask him to move out of their Brooklyn apartment. Though Heath was a private person, those close to him could see the toll fame, his intense roles, and the breakdown of his relationship with Michelle Williams were taking on him. As a father to his young daughter, Matilda, the pressure only intensified in the months leading up to his death. On Tuesday, January 22, 2008, at around 3 p.m., the world was shocked by the news that Heath Ledger had been found dead.
The actor Heath Ledger was found dead today in an apartment here in New York City. He was just 28 years old. The Australian
28-year-old actor was discovered naked and lying face down, unresponsive, in his loft in Manhattan. His housekeeper and his massage therapist were the first to find him. The media quickly speculated that his death was the result of an accidental overdose, with headlines shouting about drug abuse. But what if the truth was more complicated and more tragic than anyone realized? In the tragic aftermath, Ledger's friend, director Stephen Gaghan, revealed that a script for a film adaptation of Malcolm Gladwell's novel Blink was found in bed with Ledger, while a copy of the book lay on the bedside table. The scene painted a picture of a restless mind, constantly working, even in the moments meant for rest. Heath Ledger's commitment to his role as the Joker in The Dark Knight consumed him completely. He was so deeply immersed in the character and so unsettled in his own life that he struggled to separate himself from the darkness of the role. Unable to escape the mental toll, his insomnia worsened, and he turned to medication for relief. Over time, he began taking more and more pills, painkillers, anti-anxiety drugs, and sleeping aids to silence his racing mind. This dangerous cocktail of medications, including hydrocodone, oxycodone, and diazepam, ultimately proved fatal. Experts later revealed that the combination significantly increased the risk of respiratory failure, making his tragic death a preventable nightmare. Without the Joker and the punishing combination of exhaustion and self-medication, Heath Ledger might still be here today. Forensic pathologist Jason Payne James suggested that Ledger might have survived if he hadn't mixed hydrocodone and oxycodone. He also speculated that an underlying infection may have worsened the effects, leading to his tragic death. His death came just months before the release of The Dark Knight. When The Dark Knight was released in July 2008, Ledger's performance as the Joker was hailed as legendary. Audiences were mesmerized, and his performance earned him numerous awards, including the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, awarded posthumously in 2009. It was a bittersweet moment as the world recognized his extraordinary talent while mourning the loss of an actor whose career had only just begun to reach its full potential. Ledger's portrayal of the Joker not only redefined the character, but also set a new standard for acting in comic book films. His performance remains an enduring part of cinematic history, ensuring that his legacy will live on for generations to come. Heath Ledger was a devoted father to his daughter, Matilda, born in 2005, and cherished their bond deeply. Despite his private nature, friends and family saw the pressures he faced, including the end of his relationship with actress Michelle Williams just before his tragic passing. A gentle soul with a passion for the arts, Heath was also a talented photographer, chess lover, and aspiring director. After his death, Michelle Williams spoke of Heath's lasting impact, saying, "His spirit is very much alive in our daughter." Matilda, raised away from the spotlight, carries her father's memory while growing up with a legacy that continues to inspire. Heath Ledger's story is one of incredible talent, intense passion, and a heartbreaking sacrifice. His portrayal of the Joker remains one of the most unforgettable performances in film history, but the toll it took on his mind and body is a tragedy that cannot be ignored. His life, filled with personal struggles and an unwavering commitment to his craft, was cut short far too soon. In the end, Heath Ledger left behind a legacy that continues to inspire, but his death serves as a painful reminder of the dark side of fame and the price of greatness. If this story touched you, show your support by liking and sharing this video with others who appreciate the magic of cinema. What's your favorite scene featuring Heath as the Joker? Share your thoughts in the comments below.